Good morning and welcome to Yeshiva YouTube. Iyun Mitzion. Today is Mishnayos Mesechus Eiruvin Perek Zayin. Mishnayos Yud and Yud Aleph. We're finishing Perek Zayin. Mishnah Yud says, "B'chol ma'arvin mishtafin chutz min hamayim and hamelech divrei blazer." You can use anything for Eiruvim and shetufei mavuos, except water and salt, because they're not worth anything. Rabbi Shua Omer Kikar Hu Eruv. Rabbi Shua says no, you can't use any food for Eruv. Now, Eruv, according to everyone over here, is Eruvei Chatzeros. You need bread for Eiruvei Chatzeros. I feel me'afes he prusa im arvin ba. Not only do you need bread, but you need it to be an entire loaf of bread, a shalom, right? If it's broken, it doesn't work. Even if you have a grogeris for each person, it doesn't make a difference. Kikar be'isar v'shalom arvin ba. You have a huge piece of loaf of bread. It's very expensive bread. It doesn't make a difference. It's cut in half. You can't use Eiruvei Chatzeros. However, if you have a small one, provided that we learned yesterday has to have a grogeris for each person, the size of a fig for each person. Each additional person is part of the Eiruvei Chatzeros, then it is good, even if it's cheap bread, and even if, right, as long as it's whole, it's okay. So, first of all, it's two halachas. First of all, you need bread by Eiruvei Chatzeros, Rabbi Yeshua says, and second of all, you need it to be shown. Now, what does Rabbi Lezer hold? Rabbi Lezer holds in the Mishnah, B'chol ma'arvin mishtafin. So, Rav Adi Bar Tanura says, B'chol ma'arvin mishtafin is talking about Eiruvei Tchumen. Rabbi Lezer was talking about Eiruvei Tchumen and Shidduchim Avos, where you can use anything, right? But Eiruvei Chatzeros, he agrees you need bread. He just thinks you can have a prusa. It's untenable to say. I don't believe that's really the pshat because, right, Rezer and Yeshua said one right after the other, right? And B'chol ma'arv doesn't say Eiruvei Tchumen. It should say Eiruvei Tchumen. So I believe that according to Rabbi Lezer, who we don't paskin like, this is not really relevant halacha right now. Could be in the future we'll paskin like Beis Shammai. Rabbi Lezer was Shmusi, he was from Beis Shammai. But according to Rabbi Lezer, technically Eiruvei Chatzeros is good enough with anything. Anything that's valuable, anything that's value that has value, any food or drink that has value, you can use not just for Eiruvei Tchumen, but also for Eiruvei Chatzeros also. And Rabbi Yeshua argues on two accounts. First of all, you need bread. Second of all, you need a whole loaf of bread. So we pass on Rabbi Yeshua. Let's focus on Rabbi Yeshua for a second. So why do you need a whole loaf of bread? We mentioned the reason you need bread for Eiruvei Chatzeros, because the point of Eiruvei Chatzeros is, let's say, practically it's 5 houses joint are using the same front yard. So in the front yard, people feel comfortable to eat. Usually it's sealed off from the public. So you need to mix. Eiruvei Chatzeros, to mix everyone. Everyone can come and feel comfortable and mix. A mixer at the meal, the Shabbos meal, that comes sit down at a Shabbos meal. You need mother and shtei sudos. Generally, if you have a lot of people, you would have mother and shtei sudos, which is the amount. You're supposed to have 2 meals on Shabbos. So it's basically being comfortable together, and that makes you like one. It makes you like one because you all sit together and feel comfortable and sit down for a bread meal together. That joined you in the chutzner. Shidduchim avos, you can't talk about bread because you're not sitting down to a meal in the street. So Eiruvei Chatzeros will sit down to a meal, right? Eiruvei Tchumen has nothing to do with it. Eiruvei Tchumen is not about being comfortable. It's kona shvisa, right? Even a snack, anything that, right? It's basically where I'm stationed, right? If I have a snack, enough food over there for me to snack on, so I'm stationed over there. The Eiruvei Chatzeros, you have to feel comfortable. They're joined together. We're making out of Rishus Yachid. Eiruvei Tchumen is not making a Rishus Yachid. It's just kona shvisa. You want to make it like Rishus Yachid, so therefore we wouldn't come to make a mistake from carrying to Rishus Yachid to Rishus Rabbah. Right? So carrying from my house to the Chatzar is not, even though it's a public domain in a certain respect, right? Because a lot of people use it. Nonetheless, we made it like Rishus Yachid because everyone joined together feels comfortable there. Now, why does it have to be shalom? Why does it have to be a whole? The answer is because the same reason that on Shabbos, right, the Lechem Mishnah has to be shalom. One of the halachas of Lechem Mishnah, they're supposed to be shalom. L'chachila, you don't need shalom. But you're supposed to have bread, it has to be shalom because it's Shabbos over here. Everybody considers a halacha on Shabbos. You want to feel comfortable that you're going to go and you're going to eat Sudas Shabbos with people. It's not about just snacking with people. You have to feel comfortable enough that you're ready to sit down for a 2 hour, or 1 hour, or 3 hour, however long your Shabbos meal is, to sit down with other people and partake in a Shabbos meal with them. That's the level of comfortability you have to feel that Chazal mandated so that you can feel like you're all joined together in this chutzner, like it's your one rishus, like you're a family. You're able to sit down together for a bread meal on Shabbos. So sit down for a snack. People can go and sit down. You have a coffee shop, go down. Maybe you'll sit at someone's table, and sit down for 2 minutes and leave. Chazal said, if you wanted to be like really like one, so people shouldn't get confused, make it like one unit that you should feel comfortable to sit down for a bread meal. And specifically, a bread meal on Shabbos, where the lechem mishnah has to be shalom, it has to be whole, so therefore it's Suda Shabbos. That's the level of comfortability. You have to feel comfortable enough to sit down for a Shabbos meal with them, and only then are you considered like one people, like one person, and it's taken from Rosh Hashanah to another Rosh Hashanah, which of course is not a problem on Shabbos. I hope you enjoyed today's share. See you in the next one.